All right, welcome back. We took us a little trip to downtown Canton, Georgia, to the Canton Music Shoppe. And this was actually shot for an episode of Woodstock Now. And yeah, I see the problem with that. This is not Woodstock. This is downtown Canton, Georgia. Small fun fact, I started my guitar journey in this town one block parallel, actually behind Canton Music Shoppe on the other street. And that's where it all started for my music career. 3 or 4 years ago, I met Brennan, which is the new owner of Canton Music Shoppe. And he was in North Canton at the time. And about midsummer last year, he had the opportunity to move his shop to a very good location in downtown Canton, just across the street from the most powerful courthouse in Cherokee County. Downtown Canton is bustling, and I love his new space. He's able to fill this store with everything that he needs to be successful, and in my opinion, and this opinion comes from a lifelong musician that loves guitars, I love having a good music store to go to. So a music store where I can talk to people. A music store where when I am talking to the people that work there, they're not trying to think of how to make this quick sale. They're listening. And this is exactly what Canton needed. The reason we featured this on Woodstock Now is because Woodstock does not have a music store. If I need anything musically, I have to go to Canton or order from the internet. Some things I do order from the internet. Most things I'd prefer to buy from a music store, from a small business, from a local entrepreneur that is doing the work to provide his services and retail space to the community. And as you can tell, they put a little effort into making it look pretty damn awesome. Luckily, it wasn't a terribly busy day, so I can kind of just walk around and in and out of the streets without any issue. Just gotta watch out for traffic. It was a fun shoot. I'm not sure who the artist was that he used here, but they did a really good job. There's a lot of vibe, there's a lot of character in the store, as you'll see once we go inside. The reason we wanted to capture this is to let the citizens of Woodstock know there is somewhere that they can go for any of their music needs. Whether it's for guitars, of electric, acoustic, whether it's amps, basses, pianos. They even have a really nice mixing board for sale if anyone here watching needs a little something for their studio. He's got you. This wasn't a space that 4 or 5 years ago, they tried to designate it as an artist community. That was a really good idea, but the only issue with having a space to rent to local artists can't afford downtown money. They just can't. I mean, it didn't last for more than a year, I don't think. The owner of this place is a very, very knowledgeable young professional. He knows his gear. He knows your gear. He knows all gear. And he's a hell of a nice guy. I mean, who offers to bring in a $6,000 guitar for you to potentially buy without making you pay for it up front? He was willing to bring one in. I wasn't willing to let him. A funny story, Wednesday morning I woke up and realized that I didn't go on Tuesday, and I freaked out. I called Brennan and apologized profusely. My wife had went out of town, the lovely April had went out of town, and I was left to my own devices, and I did not do a good job. But I did show up the next day, no problem, got it done. What up, Popo? Go do your job, keep us safe. Right there on the right, you'll see the courthouse here in Cherokee County. So if anybody gets unruly in the music store, shit, you just got to drag them across the street and get them taken care of. I don't know if y'all noticed the art on the walls over there, but Cherokee County does a really good job of paying artists to do what they're really good at, and that is to make the town beautiful. Let's go inside. This is one of my favorite doors to enter in the county right here, y'all. I had to get a shot of that Supro that was over there because I got a little love for Supro. Got a little love for Gibson. I never go in there and don't find what I need. Oftentimes I find other things that I don't need that I want, but he does a great job with his merchandise. His little entryway is spectacular. Once again, this is a large space. So I pray that he can generate the amount of revenue that he needs in order for him to keep his shop in this location, because the location is fantastic and it is exactly what downtown Canton needed right now. Woodstock needs one too, but I gotta say, I mean, my loyalty is here. You know, Brennan has done things for me. Brennan has helped me achieve things that I needed to achieve. It's hard to just hand your business off to somebody else at that point. The amp collection is ever growing at this place. I mean, you can find one of a lot of different things. If you're looking for an entry-level piece, he's got you. If you're looking for a professional rig, he's got you. And then for everything else in between, he's definitely got you. I really enjoyed my time. Just kind of really checking out every square inch of the property. For all you band directors out there, he has a fantastic selection of equipment and gear and folks that are trained to work on these things. Let them be your community resource. There is no one else in our county that can provide the services that Canton Music Shoppe is providing right now. It's fun to try to get artsy shots in these places. I'm trying to get a cool shot of some snare drums. Got a couple of buddies that might like that shot. But once it was all cut, I mean, this video ended up to be about 48 seconds long. I was in the store for maybe 40 minutes. So I tried to stay out of their way. Hey, there's that mixing board that would go great in one of y'all's home studios. I try to be efficient in these situations, so I'm not in these stores causing trouble or being in anybody's way. I'm just there to highlight what they do so I can show you all. And, you know, maybe you need some guitar strings. Maybe you need a new guitar strap, or you need a new Martin acoustic guitar. He's the right guy. They have teachers for every instrument. If you need guitar lessons or drum lessons, piano lessons, vocal lessons, go talk to them. I mean, they got you. I wish I had taken vocal lessons when I was young and learned how this thing works as an instrument, but I did not. And I'm learning now at almost 50 years old, and I kick myself. I'm just wandering around checking out the different rooms that they have. So this is room 3. He loves room 3. I guess they're in the phase now of trying to really make each room stand out as its own thing, which is cool. You know, that requires thought, requires a little bit of dough, and a little bit of will. They put a lot of elbow grease into this place because I was there before they transitioned into a music store, and it does not look the same. It doesn't smell the same either. And the vibe, completely different. Sometimes when you walk into a music store, the vibe is a little bit anxious, you know, because you know that there's some dude over at Guitar Center behind a desk somewhere behind that little glass rack that really just wants to sell you the most expensive thing. And that sucks. As a kid growing up, having to deal with that, like Guitar Center and the Sam Ashes of the world, it's not a pleasant experience, because when you're walking into a music store, sometimes to spend $500, $5, 100, sometimes you spend upwards of $5,000 to $10,000. And I don't know about you, but unless I trust that place, I don't want to do business with them, because I want to know that I can go back and have a conversation should anything be wrong. There's B. And I've had to have conversations with Brennan about stuff. None of the conversations were about anything that they had done. They were all warranty related, and, you know, they handled the thing. PSA. Last year, I thought I needed to go online and order some guitar strings. For some reason, I was already in Walmart's website for something. I didn't feel like leaving the house. Ordered a 3-pack of Ernie Ball strings. Guess what? They shipped them from China. And that's not where those strings are made. They were terrible strings. Never buy your strings from Walmart or Amazon if you expect to get real Ernie Ball or any other brand of strings, because yes, they do rip those off in China and they sell them to places like Walmart. I've been playing guitar for 35 years. I've never had a bad set of strings that did what these ones from Walmart did. And I didn't even return them. It would have taken me more time and effort to return them than the $12 that I'm paid for them. So forget them. Chalk that one up as a loss. Man, he has some nice Gibsons in there, and I am a Gibson guy, but I've got my lifetimer for a Gibson, and there's some nice SGs. I think next might be some sort of Fender. I've got a 52 reissued Telecaster. I think I might start looking at a Strat next, even though I said I'd never, ever own a Strat. I've hated them my entire existence, but here lately, I've started to enjoy the sound and what they have to offer. It just goes to show you, people, you can't know everything. You can't even know what you really think is ever changing. Or you at least have to be willing to have that, discussion in your head about changing what you believe in your heart, or you did believe in your heart. That was Canton Music Shoppe, y'all. So until next time, we'll see you.